got to get that length right. Matthew Ford, the last over he bowled. The final delivery was short and punched away square in the offside. And he starts with a delivery too short. It's a good bowling pitch. Still a tinge of green on the pitch as well. And as flat note, it's hard, but there's bounce. As we saw yesterday when Mindy bowled. And the man who's batting now, Blackwood, picked up 2 very important wickets, but I thought he was very good. And I continue to say underrated. But of course, he's now maybe the November of his career. But I really thought that he bowled very well yesterday. But he's got a job to do with the bat today.
That is an absolute peach of a delivery from Matthew Ford. It removes Jermaine Blackwood. And he is off to the races.
Well, Joel, I talked about length, and that's the perfect length. The ball before to Campbell was short. There we go. Fantastic delivery. And that will make a fantastic view on primetime sports tonight. And that's a big snapper to catch. We know the importance, the value of someone like Blackwood. First ball gone. And as you said, tremendous celebration in the Barbados camp. They picked up 2 vital wickets. And this now puts the Jamaicans under tremendous pressure here. It's been a good start. Captain Brathwaite had the option of starting with his most experienced bowler in Roach, but he's gone with a young buck. And he has responded to the challenge admirably. It's a tremendous start for the Barbados team here, led by that man on your picture, Matthew Ford. Brilliant. So the Barbados Pride would want to win this game. Of course, the Scorpions as well, having lost to the Harpy Eagles in the first match.
Intent being shown by the captain. It should trickle into the boundary rope just about now.
Yeah, the length not good at all there. Doesn't have the pace really to worry Campbell. So it was a gift. Just talking about RP Eagles, no play yesterday, playing against the CCC. The Leewards would have gone into this round. Lovely shot down to that backward square area. And that's a much better delivery. Just on top of that off stump. The Leewards, before the start of this round, on 45.4 points. The Harpy Eagles with a very good victory against the CCC, because at one stage in the match they were struggling, but the captain came to the rescue. They've got 45.2. Trinidad and Tobago, lots of runs scored by Jason Mohammed, 44.4.
It goes uppish, collects more runs for it. This time, the bat of Glenn, and that gets him off the mark.
Yeah, too short, no pace, and that was put away. Well, Captain Brathwaite has responded. So I'm going to put the backward square in.
This time, it sails all over the ropes. Glenn is prepared to take on every short delivery this morning.
Yeah, got a lot of bat into that. That's gone all the way. Now, how will Simmons respond to this? I think he was trying to york him there, but the line was outside the leg stump. Just to continue, well, the Scorpions on 29.4 points before the start of this round. Barbados, 28.20.
Pulling on length and a bottom edge means the end of the captain, John Campbell. That is a big scalp to get.
Yeah, nothing shot really. Looking to swing a ball from outside the off stump, through square leg, bottom edge, and a good catch taken by Boucher. And he was happy to have been able to poach that. And you talk about it, very big wicket to get for the pride of Barbados, the captain. And again, that short ball being used. Not the best delivery by any stretch of the imagination, but he was trying to tug it to the leg side and play it across it, not the bottom edge. Now the Jamaicans are on all kinds of contortions here. And
worked away. And that will bring about the lead for Jamaica. They've raised the deficit and now lead by 3 runs. Just see a slight pump of the fist there from Barnes after that one. Just worked away from that hip rib type area. But that's box number 1 ticked for the Scorpions. Getting past that trail score. And now it's time to go about putting runs on the board for Barbados Pride to chase in their second innings. Even though a bit of a partnership is building, even though they're looking for that wicket, Barbados Pride can still afford to be patient, given that this lead really isn't much for the Scorpions as yet. Lovely from Glenn. This time he's able to find the gap and find the boundary.
yeah, full toss, put away, wide of mid off, hit with lots of power as well. This has been a good knock by both Barnes and Glenn. Still a lot to do. They found the ball eventually. Shem Holder with it. But it was full and hit it pretty hard. Big man.
flirting with danger there, Glenn, especially given the flatter nature of that one.
Last wicket fed at 59, so decent partnership between these two.
Lovely from Glenn. This time he's able to get all of the bat onto that one. Transferred the weight nicely. An execution, A+.
Yeah, too short. And hammered away through cover for 4.
Yeah, it's like difference between that one and the one that he missed. Had a lot of width on the one that he was able to make connection towards that boundary. The one that he missed, he was almost trying to create room, trying to force it, Glenn. The end of that over, it's 97 for 4. And it's also time for the second water break or drinks break of the morning.
I mean, the lead is just, 41, but, you know, these two have really done okay so far. Could have been 94 for 7. Just build that pressure, you know, that went through the arm. He's been given. Craig Brathwaite can do no wrong. The leader gets the wicket. And a good wicket as well. Umpire Duguid said yes.
The man with the golden arm, Craig Brathwaite. Slow looping delivery. And there was Barnes drawn into playing a sweep shot. The main consideration here for umpire Duguid, with the bowler, right arm bowler bowling around the wicket, was whether that delivery was going to pitch on. And if it did, was it going to go on? Is it going to straighten to hit the stumps, or was it going to go completely across? He ruled it was going to hit the stumps. As we look here, the first thing we have to decide is whether it pitched on. It looked as though it did, and it was just a really touch and go whether it was going to go on. And I think he's probably got that right. It was full enough, and that would have been the other key for the umpire.
Yeah, you're right. I think it pitched on, and that's what happens sometimes. Here we go. Yeah, I think it pitched on.
It definitely pitched on. As I said, the question then for the umpire is whether it would have straightened enough, and because it's such a full-length delivery, he will then and that's a 50 for Javel Glenn. He'd be thanking his lucky stars, or whoever's up there, and now acknowledging his teammates. But he knows there was a bit of fortune there, because he could have been back in that pavilion a couple of deliveries ago.
Yep. Wow. Was there some bat under that? Umpire Duguid says no.
Brathwaite is looking here like a real mystery bowler. Or Beckford is batting with a donut. Expansive shots, and he's not making any contact whatsoever.
Perhaps batting with a needle or cuckoo stick.
A lovely execution, and that'll be the first boundary after lunch. Looking for runs, Jamaica Scorpions. Gone through the defences, through the front door, and the first wicket after lunch belongs to Jamel Warrican. A disappointed Beckford takes that long walk back to the pavilion. Just giving a bit of flight from Warrican and just leaving a bit of a gap between bat and pan, and that was just enough for that ball to turn in between. Getting that straight in, yes. But just that space between bat and pad allowed that ball to turn and go through. Just what Barbados needed. 120 for 6. You talked about curbing the natural instincts, but natural instincts is all that he knows, and that ball has disappeared out of Kensington Oval.
Yes, talk about having a look at it first. Odean Smith don't need any such thing. It's in the slot, and he has obliged. Just lifted Shamholder clean out of the ground.
This time it is taken. Smith won the battle, but Shem won the war.
Yep. Off the toe end again. Goes straight to mid-wicket, so Shem Holder gets his wicket. Breezy innings by Odean Smith has come to an abrupt end.
Another one off the toe end of the bat. And that bottom hand, because of the power that he's trying to get through that shot, dragging it to Richards at mid-wicket. Celebrations from the captain. That innings of Odean Smith has come to an end.
Because it was set up perfectly for what he did.
The right decision was made on that occasion. Good use of the feet, good connection, and a 6 for Glenn.
Yeah, on this occasion he decided to take Warrican on. Probably a little bit surprised, but I think Warrican would have expected him to be dancing down the track. But there again, good decision, good decision making by Glenn, because he's now forced a fielding change.
Also brought up the 150 for the Scorpions. Uses the feet again, catches the cry, and it will be taken this time. It is fair to say that Javel Glenn has given it away. A good knock of 66, but it has come to an end.
Yeah, gift really. Just struck him for 6. And trying to repeat on the offside this time, really, and not the best decision on this occasion. While it was good the one before, this one really, he struck where he can for 6.
Catches the cry, and the catch is taken. Holder gets his second. Jamaica lose their 9th.
Yes, and things going from bad to worse. Just unable to keep that drive down, Marquino Minley. And a good diving catch there, taking extra cover.
There is the number 8 on his back, Jeavor Royal. What is he thinking here in this situation? What does he do in this situation? He's thinking, have a go, have a swing.
That's your answer.
And you cannot blame him. Quick runs is the order of the day now. That lead now goes up to 96.
Yeah, good strike. Just surprising where he can. Gave himself a bit of room, just cleared that front foot.
I'm not sure why Warwick would have been surprised by that one, because everybody saw that coming. He's going to throw everything on the kitchen sink at it.
Obviously, he hasn't got a lot of...
Catches the cry, but that too will not be caught. So the runs are coming quickly now for Royal and the Scorpions. That lead goes past the 100.
Yes, and Royal obviously has signalled exactly how he's going to play. And Shem Hall has gone for back-to-back sixes.
The reverse sweep does what it's intended to do.
Yeah, well played. Didn't try to fetch it from outside the off stump. On this occasion, decided to go for the safer shot.
These runs could come in very handy for the Scorpions, depending on how long he's able to keep this going. Jeavor Royal. This too has put on wings and sailed over the ropes. Good runs at the back end for the Scorpions.
Royal dealing in sixes, and Warwican, the latest to feel his power.
He's tempting him, he's teasing him. And this time, he finds the hands on the boundary. Catch taken. At the end of the Jamaica Scorpions innings. Shaquille Cumberbatch, the substitute fielder, the one taking the catch on the boundary there. So what we know is that a target has been set for the Barbados Pride. A quick fire 29 from 16 is what Jeavor Royal was able to put onto the board. 180 all out the Scorpions. Just giving a bit of flight again and unable to find the middle of the bat. Settles nicely Cumberbatch and takes it and gives it a bit of a celebration as well. $118 is what Barbados Pride will need here to secure a victory in round number 3. We take a quick break, and when we come back, it's the chase of the Barbados Pride.